Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Premium Time. Now sadly, this is another one of those Premium Time episodes where it's going to be, by the time you see this tank review, this tank's no longer available. But, you know what? In the future it is going to be available again. So what we're talking about today, well, we're talking about the T26E5 and the Patriot version in particular, but everything I say about this tank goes for the Patriot version as well. Sorry, the normal version as well. What do we know about the T26E5 Patriot? Or Patriot, as I'm going to be calling it from now on. Well, there's two versions of this tank. There's this version that comes with this skin, and there's another non-skinned version. Now, I bought this tank in the skinned version. So this fancy dancy American patriotic version, and at the time I bought it I rather foolishly didn't realise that the non-skinned version was available. I don't mind it, to be honest. I mean, it's a bit funky, but you know. So let's have a look at Tanks GG and comparing it with some of the other tier 8s, mostly premiums, but a couple of the normal tier 8s as well. So we've got the T26E5 Patriot, the Chrysler Grand Final, ooh, T34 and the Lover, the two of the oldest tank tier 8 premiums, the Marbreaker, which is a new tier 8 premium, the Defender, which is a super OP tier 8 premium, and then two standard tanks, the IS3, which is probably one of the best all-round tier 8s. Tank for tank, and the T32, which is the standard American tank for this tier. So what's so stand out about this tank? Well, as you can see, it's got a considerably higher DPM than anything else, any of the other tanks in its tier. And its penetration's not that bad either. So if you look at its gun, it's got a 90mm gun. And then yet you can see it's got 230 pen on its effective, on its normal ammo. And the only other two tanks with higher penetration are the two with bigger guns. I mean, the T34, or two of the ones with the big guns, the T34 and the Lover. So that T34's got 120mm and the Lover's got 105mm, and they've both got the Lover's got 234 pen. And the T34's got 248. But if you look at some of the other new ones, like the Marbreaker, that's got a 128mm gun, and that's only got 220 pen. And the Defender, it's got slightly less. That's again a 120mm gun with 225 pen. Same for the IS3. Yeah, that's 225 pen. And then the poor old T32 with its 105mm gun, it's only got 198 pen. You know, that is just so poor. So you look at that. So DPM in comparison with the rate of fire, which is massive, 8.69 a second, and the penetration of 230. That's really, really good. So there you go. That's the one outstanding thing. And it's got decent enough ammo capacity as well of 70 shells. I mean, you're never going to use 70 shells in a game. I mean, compare it to the T34, which has 34 shells. It's like, and a lot of the other tanks. I mean, look, the IS3 only has 28 shells. So it's low potential overall damage, but it's still, not too bad. I mean, okay, it's not crazy like the Lover, the Chrysler Grand Final, which seems to be able to carry more than enough, twice as much potential damage nearly. I mean, it's crazy. So gun handling, yeah, so the gun handling is not too bad. The aim time 221, it's only worse than the Grand Final. It's a lot better than the other tanks. Dispersion's not great, but it's only slightly worse than some of the other tanks, and better than most of the standard tanks as well. Moving on to mobility, it's a pretty fast tank for a heavy tank, so it goes at 40 miles an hour. It's faster than any of the others. I mean, it's lighter than any of the others. and you can see that when it comes to its armour. So its hull armour is pretty low. I mean, its side armour is 76. I mean, it's the only thing tank is better than really hull armour is the T34. Oh well, yeah, the Defender and the IS3 and the 127. But the IS3 and the Defender have got that funny angling. The T32 and the T34. Well, we just know that they're turret monsters. Again, then its turret is worse than any of the tanks really. So basically, this tank you position yourself so you've got to be frontally on and trying to use your turret as best you can. I mean, it's not great, but it's not too bad. I mean, its health's 1500, which is on par for the tier. I mean, it's only the big German super heavies. You've got the Mauerbrecher and the Lerva that have got a lot more health. So yeah, so that's it. So armor-wise, it's probably average. Gun handling's okay. Firepower, awesome. I mean, and that's 2,875. I mean, if we look at my my stats, what have I got mine set to? You know, I've got my DPM is up to 2,370. So okay, yeah, I've got vents and I've got a gun rammer. I've got a vertical stabilizer just to make that gun displacement a bit better. But I've also got, you know, a 4-pack crew. These are for ultimately for when I get them to my T. Well, I've actually got my T110E5, I think now. So yeah, I share the crew with that. But yeah, this is or is it the T110E4 that I've got? I can't remember. But yeah, this is a crew that I got from one of the various events we had, and it started off with a skill or two, I think, a pack or two. So, should we have a look at some replays? Looking at replays, I played a lot of games on this over the last week or so. I mean, it was in the UK on the EU server. It was the premium collector's gem of the week last week, which pushed me to want to do a video on it. But unfortunately, the matchmaking has been really poor for me with this tank in the last week. So I've been getting a lot of tier 10 games, and at tier 10, it's a struggle sometimes. However, I did manage to have a couple of good games at tier 10. And the first one was this one on Sand River. So let's watch that. So here we go. So it's not tier 10, it's tier 9. My mistake. But again, it's not top tier, and it's a 5-10 split. So we're not great. So this is in this sort of game, you kind of like want to be doing a support role in this tank. It's not. You shouldn't be pushing. You shouldn't be brawling. I mean, it's got decent gun depression, so this map is probably ideal for it. We're talking about, you know, using the ridges. You know, just make the most of these sand dunes. And that's what I try to do here. So initially it's not super duper push. There's some enemy tanks that are over there. My goal here now is to just try and deal with those that one light tank of theirs that's pushing up here. I think it was an AMX 1390. But you know, it's got support. There's tanks in the background that are stuck at the back that are going to be supporting it. So I'm just going to sort of push along here, hoping to not get spotted and shot at. Now I've been spotted, but I haven't been shot at yet. And so what we've got there, we've got Carnarvon at the back, and I don't know what this Carnarvon's doing. He just sits there and lets me shoot him in his lower plate. Or try to shoot him in his lower plate. I mean, I didn't hit all the shots. You know, I'm working this ridge line, gun depression, just peeking over the ridge, using my angling, using my turret, bouncing, aiming shots, firing, pulling back. You know, not giving him stuff to shoot at, aiming. This is just, you know, that's my gun not giving me a good shot. He's, I think, desperately trying to think, oh, I need to angle a bit. And then he goes, there's my gun trolling me again. At this point, I'm just thinking, there's no point in me even moving. You know, I'm not taking damage from it, whoever's shooting at me. He's trying to sort of move and keep himself from being shot. But it's too late now. I mean, it's taking most of the damage off him. Oh, the gun trolls me again. It's a bit of the inaccuracy of the gun. I mean, that's two shots that have gone under its lower plate, but I am shooting at its lower plate from quite a distance. But now I've got my kill, 1,000 damage. I've blocked quite a bit, and I've got quite a bit of spotting damage. Now from here, I can start shooting the tanks that are across the way. Sorry, just didn't realise it wasn't in colourblind mode there, because we were seeing stuff in red. We can start seeing the tanks that are across the way. And I'm just getting some shots into some tanks that are over there that just sort of aren't really expecting me to be there. So I track that ISU 152 and just start putting shots into him, keeping him tracked, but getting spotting damage as we do it. He's not there, so he's not going to be moving. He's tracked. I can still take a blind shot now and take him out. I'll keep taking him out. I think my last blind shot tracked him again, so he's just sat there tracked. And he can't do anything. So I'm just putting shots into him and get him. Second kill. Too bad. So we can now start pushing up here. I mean, has anyone shot at me? They must have done. I blocked 390 damage, but since I took out that Carnarvon, no one shot at me. You can see we're winning this now massively, 10-1. Is there any way we can lose this? No, probably not. So as you can see, I'm trying to get shots in. There's one there. There's a tank destroyer over there, just trying to protect his RT. He's not going to do a lot from me. He's dead. Right, so I got one shot in on him. So 2,234 damage. It's not great for this tank, but it's, you know, it's good. I'm just waiting now for tanks to start popping up. Christ knows what I'm doing now. I'm just looking up there for some reason. I've obviously gone to sleep. I think I thought the game was just lost and that was it. There's no point in me chasing anything after that point. I wasn't going to get any more shots on any. So there we go, we've got victory. And looking at the battle results screen, you can see that that was actually a pretty good game for this tank. Look how much, you know, how much credits we made and how much made with a premium account. And I got a lot of assistance damage too, which probably helped. 2,324 damage. Hit percent 65%, not great. But you know, on the team score, I'm second. You know, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. You know, we only lost. We took absolutely no damage. So the only resupply cost was ammunition supplies. You know, I didn't use my repair kit. I didn't use any of my consumables. It was just a small amount of ammo, and the ammo is dead cheap on this tank. I mean, just look at it. Can I see it? No, I can't move replay manager. I'll show you in a minute, but it's dead cheap. So that was a third class, 82,000 credits made. You know, and I missed my. I got a mission at some point, but that's kind of irrelevant. Yeah, so a third class, that's how good this tank is. I mean, I've struggled to get anything more than a second class recently. I don't even think I've aced this. I think I've got it. I don't think I've mastered it. Or ace tanked it. I've got a first class, I'm sure. But that was a good game against tier 9s. Sort of just shows what you need to do in this tank sometimes. Now let's have a look. A tank where we're dominating tier 8s, sorry, tier 6s. And I'm gonna pick. It's difficult to choose from this one, but let's take this Paris. Let's do Paris because these are both very similar games. Look, I mean, oh, this one I get more experience, but this one I get more damage. Oh, yes. Let's take this one. Let's take Swamp. I die in both of these, unfortunately. Okay, so here we are on Swamp, and as you can see, it's a top tier. It's a 3-5-7 split, and the only thing I'm really worried about on the enemy team are the UDES, and maybe even the PVIC Princess, the Princess Victoria, as I call it, the Prima Victoria. So top tier game. This map, where have you got to go with your heavy? It's obvious you go to the monastery in the corner. Two reasons with this tank. One, you've got the corner to use to your advantage, so I can keep my armour pointing at any tanks that come around that front. I can protect myself from the side as long as I can make it to that corner safely. If I can get, just past this little bit here, there's a little bit of a thing there where you just sometimes you get spotted and you can get shot and you can get bogged down by tanks here and you can end up dying. I mean, if they've rushed up to here and they stop you now, then you're in real no man's land. So that's why I'm kind of angling there to sort of like say, which way am I going to go? What are the enemy going to be doing here? Right, so there's a T21 light. I drop back to see if I can get any shots at him, but he's hiding, can't get anything, so right, let someone else deal with him. Oh, and why isn't this going into colorblind mode every time? Right, sorry, so we've got an IS-6 coming up. I wasn't particularly worried about him, to be honest. I mean, I'm putting shots into him. I can shoot him, and then now I get shot in the arse by the bloody Tiger P that's behind me and tracks me. But I'm still getting plenty of shots into this IS-6. I can out DPM it, no worries. I mean, fortunately he's not having to fight goals, and he's doing me a bit of damage, but not too much. But he's showing still showing too much of his tank for me, and I can just keep doing damage. Now the Tiger P's drawing his attention, and I can just sit back here, out of his view of his gun, and just get him. So there's an IS behind him, and this is where I think, well, I'm going to rush the IS. He's probably going to bounce off me if he's going to, And then this bloody Tiger P, he's so desperate to get a shot in. It barges me out the way. It's like, bugger off, Tiger P. Let me get the kill. So I hit the Tiger P, and then the stuff comes in behind us. I think it's a T21. A T21 decides he's going to rush. I clutch a shot and miss. He decides he's going to rush at us, but Tiger P finishes him off well. I take an arty hit, but then I see that the PVIC's coming out, and I'm actually not in. I'm only a couple of shots now. He gets a shot into me, and I'm down to 177 health. Yeah, all of a sudden. So I'm now using this wreckage, this IS-6 wreck, to just protect my lower plate from this PVIC, because I know he's going to go through my lower plate like I'm made out of cheese. I'm protected from the artist. I'm just trying to drop back a bit to see if I can get some shots in on the PVIC, but they're not happening. I switched to HE thinking I can probably just HE him down a little, but the E25 seems to rush around, and I kind of realised as the IS-6 wreck, while the E25 and the KV2 and everyone else are getting this PVIC's attention, I can just come around here and take him out. So I put my HE into him to track him. Switch back to my normal armour, I just put a shot through the back of him, bang, the Tiger P takes a shot. 2,300 damage, 1,713 assistance, and that's it. The arty gets me, and I'm dead. So we do go on to win this. And looking at the battle results, you can see what a good game it was, really. I mean, okay, I did die, but it was a second class mastery. I got Duelist, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, 3,150 base XP. I think that might have been my first win. Was that the first win of the day? Yeah, it was my ×2. 93,983 credits, which after deductions was 74,225. So I got 1,173 assistance damage and did 2,303 damage. I got 3 kills. Basically every tank I've damaged I killed. And if you look at that, I was top on damage and top on XP, which is not surprising for a tier 6 game. So it just goes to show you can really dominate these games. Like I say, I did have a bit of, I used my repair kit and I had my consumables. I had to do some repair costs. So yeah, that was all in all a pretty good game. So I think as that was a quite short replay, we can actually have a look at this one as well. And it's very similar. Again, it shows the T26E5 dominating lower tiers. So here we are on Paris, and actually I was wrong. This wasn't top tier. This was a tier 9 game. So it's a 9-8-7. So it's a 3-5-7 split. I'm just looking at the minute, waiting to see where everyone's going. I immediately sort of head to the north, and I think I'm in the wrong side of the map without realising where I am. But again, a heavy tank on this map, you need to be fighting it down here. Now the fact that I delayed my start does give me an opportunity to actually get a shot in on one of the T44s that's over there. That one particularly, he's a bit late. I managed to get a shot in off him, which wasn't too bad. Any damage is good damage, as they say. Any damage is good damage. So that's me clicking to say that we need to sort of sort those two out. So we've got a Tiger one and a Leopard P. I mean, what the hell is that Leopard PTA doing here? I mean, medium tank, really? Medium tank, really? Spot Oho at the back. Type 59 sort of comes in. I managed to get a really lucky spot off here on the I think it's a T71, and just that was spotted and damaged early and take him out. But that does give this bloody little TD a chance to run through, and I'm thinking, well, what's he doing? So I'm like, right, they don't seem to have any other heavies over here. I think I'm just going to try and chase him and see what he's doing. He's actually running off up there, and I clutch a shot there, and that just goes nowhere near him, and he's gone. But then I do notice it leaves me in a nice position to start shooting at this T44 that's in the middle, one of the ones I highlighted earlier. So I pull back and just take some shots. I mean, my last shot missed, but that one was pretty okay. Got a good shot. And then someone else kills him. Is that probably the Leopard behind me, was it? No, it's the T54. And I'm thinking, well, what do I do? Which way do I go? Do I go after the SU-12244? No, it's like no. I'll do the tank thing. I'll push it. There's still the Oho to get. And there's bound to be something else up here. Oh, and there we go. It's RHM, which I managed to track, I think, but that was it. And then there's the Oho here. I come around the corner, unfortunately, just as he's ready as he's loaded. I switched my Oho now. I've switched to gold because I was thinking of going for the Oho at this point, but I thought, no, actually, I'm going to go for the RHM. I mean, I've got a big hit point advantage against him. Oh, no, but suddenly I've got less of a hit point advantage on him. Oh, I've got an even less of a hit point advantage now. I can get a reload, but I need to get my track up. So I try and just fire a shot there, and then suddenly loads of tanks rush around this corner and finish it off. So that's the RHM gone. The Oho's gone. A T54 up there, and I'm thinking, well, let's see if I can get around behind this T54. There's a Tiger 1 up there, an STRV somewhere up there. We've got our Tiger 1 pushing this way as well. It's like, I'll come around here. Now my commander's injured actually. I didn't even realise it at this point. But I get a nice shot into this T54, and this T54 is just ignoring me for some reason. He's after the kill on the Tiger, I think. And he's just happily ignoring me. Happily ignoring me. I'm just putting shot after shot into him, and he doesn't care. So, well, bye bye T54. So I now know there's some other tanks up there, so I'm going to go that way, get my front armour towards them. I can see that Black Prince to my left. I think someone will deal with him. Maybe the Leopard. I take one hit from the Tiger 1. Put a shot through him. Notice the STRV's reversing. I think, right, well, I can get some shots into him. Hit him and track him. He repairs his track there. Tiger starts coming in, but I'm angled well enough to bounce. So I try to get one more shot on the STRV and miss. The Tiger's probably thinking, num, I can get this guy, but not really. But now the Black Prince to my left is free, so I can take the Tiger out. But the Black Prince is starting to shoot me, and my health is rapidly becoming an issue. So I've got to get my front to this Black Prince. I just have to. I managed to get one shot off against him, but then bang, I'm tracked. I'm looking to see what the stuff is. I turn my turret just a bit too far, and the Black Prince finishes me off. So we're losing this at the minute, 3-2. But would you believe it? We actually do go on to win this. So there we go. Looking at the battle results screen, you can see again it was a good game. Second class, 5 for effect, 96,507 credits made, 1,781 base XP. Ooh. But there you go. Because I was firing gold at the end, and I did what I normally do, and I switched to gold and forgot. My ammo class turned out to be just a bit too high, didn't it? But I still made a profit, 25,000. Second in the team, second on damage, and second on XP, and second on kills in our team anyway. Tortoise had a pretty good game. So you can see it was the premium ammo cost. And I didn't need to be firing the premium at the end, specifically at that Tiger, or even the RHM. I'd switched to premium thinking I was going to be fighting the OHO, and then just didn't switch back. Don't do brain farts like this, guys, otherwise I'd have made a lot more money. But 3,089 damage. See, this was in a non-top tier game. This was a 987. So yeah, okay, 12 of the enemy tanks were the same tier or less than me, and I've got decent enough penetration. And even if I had faced the tier 9 tanks, I probably wouldn't have suffered. But you know, another good game. So there we have it, the T26E5 Patriot. What do I make of it? Should you buy it? Yes, you should. I think it's great. It's my second go-to credit maker. If I'm looking to make credits, I cycle between this and the Lerva because they're both consistently good. And even if you get into a game where you're having to spam gold, as long as you're doing the damage, you will make money. Sadly, it's too late for you guys because this was the collector's gem of the week last week, and I was hoping to get this video out last week, but like I say, the matchmaking just wasn't being very nice to me, and I was getting a bit of a noise with World of Tanks because of it. So, do you get this tank? Yes, you do. If it ever comes around again, get it. I know it was in the Christmas boxes, and then get whichever version you want. Get the skin version or the non-skin version. They're both exactly the same. There is no difference whatsoever in these tanks, the skin and the non-skin. Yeah, I like it. As you can see, people must play this really, really well because I'm only at 58% gun mark on it. Yeah, get it. I'd say definitely get it. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for another episode of Premium Time. The collector's gem of the week this week is the T25 Pilot 1. I'm hoping to get another video done today or tomorrow or maybe even Thursday, highlighting that one. So if you want to get that collector's gem of the week, again, I'd say if you want to get it, because it's a great medium tank. But if you're not sure, wait for my video, and I'll give you the rundown of it then. But that's it for now. T26E5 yes, buy it if you can. So guys, remember you can follow me on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. I stream regularly on Twitch, well, regularly, at least twice a week, sometimes maybe even more. So if you're interested in my content and you like this video and you want to see some more, then please feel free to follow. Links are on screen now and are also in the description below. If you like this video, guys, please leave it a thumbs up. Alright, thanks a lot and see you again next time.